Hello, this is Dean Crippen with Dean Crippen Marketing. Thank you for checking out this video. Today I'm going to go over what I think is critical for your success in network marketing business. There's a ton of ways to get leads out there, and they really do work using different techniques, video marketing, SEO, to get better SEO, blogging, pay-per-click marketing. There's just a ton of ways to train people and brand yourself and become more likable, trustable, and so the chances are that someone's going to buy from you. But all those ways are difficult to implement and they take a long time. What you really need in your business in order to make it successful, in order to actually establish a true residual income that's going to be there for a long time, is you have to have a system that basically anybody can pick up and use right from the start, that they can start getting leads, they can start putting their opt-ins in front of the presentation that they're using for their primary business, and which is going to be your primary business. And then you got to have a way to help them get those people who see those presentations to get in front of you or another person who's a good closer, so that they're getting the sign-ups and growing their business right from the start. The second phase, when they advance to that, when they start getting sign-ups, then they can start generating their own leads. They can start building their brand if they choose to, or they could just stick with a simple system that will work for them to grow their business if they consistently do the system. This is something that I've been doing for a long time. I get anywhere between 15 and 30 leads a week opted in to my autoresponder, and because I've already spoken to them, at least half of them open up the emails I sent and go take a look at the presentation for my primary business. And out of those numbers, I get anywhere between 1 to 2 signups per month when I'm taking it easy. If I really go for it, the numbers go way up from there. This is a system that anybody can do. All you have to do is get over one little hurdle, and I will show you how to do that in this video. Now basically, here is the system in a nutshell. You got to, step one, you got to get some leads. You got to buy them, or you got to get them from someplace, and the leads got to have name, phone number, email address. There's several different sources for these, and I'll talk about that later. Step two is you need to call those leads every day. You need to call like 50 of those leads a day and talk to people and see if they are still open to take a look at a way to make money from home. And when you're calling them, you're not asking them if they are open to it. You are asking them that question, but you're reading them, you're checking them out yourself to decide when you talk to them if they're the right kind of people that you want in your business. So you're sorting them, you're sifting them when you do that. Now, when I call about 50 people a day, anywhere between 10 to 15 people I will talk to, and I will get between 3 to 5 people a day that opt into my site, that agree to take information via email, which I will send to them, which has links to my presentation. These are 5 opt-ins, so I'm growing my list, and anywhere between 3 to 5 people a day, calling leads that are extremely inexpensive to come by. Okay, so now I'm calling these leads, and I'm getting about 3 to 5 people opting into my list, and so I'm growing my list at a clip of anywhere between 15 and 25 people per week, day in, day out. Now, what I do with these people is I tell them that they're going to get an email from me and to go see my link. Now, after they've opted in, I go and hand enter these email addresses, these people, these leads, these opt-ins into my Get Response account, which I can do up to 50 per day, and then I can see if they go to my site at all, if they open my email, and then I can see if they click on the link. So I know if they're taking action. I know if there's some interest or if they're just blowing me off. So I watch, and when I'm on the phone with them, I set up a follow-up appointment to make sure that they know I'm going to call them back and see what they think about the video and see where they're at. So I'm putting them on the spot and saying, okay, when's a good time tomorrow that I can talk to you about what you're going to see today when you open up the email? And they give me a time. If they give me any grief at all, if there's any static at all, if there's any negative energy at all, if I don't want them on my team at all, I just say, thank you very much anyway, have a great day, sorry to bother you. I'm not looking for people who are going to be difficult to work with. I'm not going to put up with any gruff. I'm looking for people I want to work with. I want to give a chance to work and give a chance to make it in this business. If they're whining, bitching, and complaining about anything, if they're whiners, I just cut them loose. I'm not going to deal with any bullcrap. You don't have to either. There's just too many people out there who are good for your business, who are right for you. You don't have to do that. So okay, I got them opted into my list, so I plug them into my Get Response account, and I've got a series of emails set up for them to go to with links, follow-ups. I'm building my rapport with them, but I've already established rapport with them because I've already spoken to them over the phone. This is a huge difference between opt-in leads that you're getting through different forms of marketing, because you really haven't established that, and you're trying to make a robotic system develop your rapport, when in reality, when you're actually talking to somebody and actually communicating, your energy is meeting theirs, you're actually communicating with them, you are going to establish rapport 100 times faster than any autoresponder all by itself is going to do it. Even with video, any other way of doing it just doesn't get it like being on the phone with them or meeting them in person. One-on-one communication, real communication, human-to-human communication trumps any other form of communication out there. Video is the next best thing, but still, that's nowhere near as effective as actually speaking to somebody and actually physically communicating. It's funny, I've been reading this book by Isaac Asimov, and it's called The Naked Sun, and they go to a world where people don't even actually meet each other in person anymore, and they have a distinction between viewing and seeing. Seeing is actually being connected with somebody, and viewing is just like this computer interface, like a video communication. What we want to do is get closer to the seeing, where we're actually communicating with people one-on-one, and in that way you're going to build a better bond between them, build rapport faster, much faster. When you actually talk to somebody, it's very, very, very much more effective that you're building your bond and relationship with them. So the next day, what I do is I follow up with them. I call them up and say, oh, hey, I saw that you went to the site, and I saw that you opened up the link. I saw that you looked at the presentation. Tell me what you liked about it. And I let them talk about it. And also I'm going to elicit questions from them. What do you want to do this business for? So I want to be, it's a little bit more advanced. You don't have to do this, but I do that just to say, what their problem is, so that I can help them solve their problem. What we want to do is be problem solvers. We want to be listeners. We want to be more interested in what they are than interesting. We don't want to tell our story. We want to hear what their story is. And then we want to tell them how that we can help them solve their problems, how that we can help them attain their goals, how we can help them make their dreams come true. That's got to be our goal, to help people solve their problems and make their dreams come true, help them have more time freedom and financial freedom so that they can live better lives. So, okay, we've got people going to our site. We follow up with them. After we've talked to them, we ask them what they liked about it. At that point, what we do is we uh, say thank you very much for doing that. At this point, since you found this very interesting, what I'd like to do is introduce you to my team leader, who will go over in more depth with you the program that we have, and you can see what kind of team that you're going to be joining. And so at that point, you want to have a team leader who you can follow up with, or who can do a three-way call with. And then so you get the three-way call set up. You call your team leader at that point, say, hey, hang on, I'm going to see if he's available. Call him up, get him on the phone, and then you let them do the talking. Even if they have less experience than you, it is very important to use the three-way call, because the person is going to see them as the expert, and they're going to listen to them more than they're going to be listening to you, and they're going to be more effective at basically getting your prospect to want to join your team. So use the three-way. It's effective. You want to have somebody who's got experience, who knows how to use the tools, who knows how to explain the system, and can explain the benefits of your program and how it's going to solve their problem. So use that three-way and let them do the closing for you. And then finally, this system is great because you're building a list between 15 and 25 people a week, which is, I don't even know how many that is a year, but it's, 100, almost 100 people a month. That's 1,200 people a year adding to your list, and that adds up quickly. So what you want to do is, with your autoresponder, you're going to follow up with valuable content that's useful to their situation. So you want to think about who your audience is, send them stuff that they're going to be interested in hearing about, and then sprinkle it with offers to buy tools, training, things that would be benefit to them to help them solve their problems. There's a ton of affiliate products out there that you can use. I use Magnetic Sponsoring book, basic classic book. I think it's essential reading. Black Belt Recruiting. There's a ton of material in My Lead System Pro that is available. The trainings that are available in there, and a couple of other sources that I have. Now, this system is very duplicatable. The only thing that you need to learn how to do, and you have to be willing to do, is to pick up the phone and call people up and find out if they are open to still look at a business. Now, this can be kind of a roadblock for people. They don't want to pick up the phone. They're afraid to do it. This system, it takes less than an hour a day to make 50 dials to connect with 10 to 15 people to get 3 to 5 opt-ins a day. We're talking 1 hour a day, maybe about 15 minutes after that, after you get them, to plug them into your autoresponder, and then you're going to follow up with them. This is a system that you can do in an hour and a half, 2 hours a day, including your follow-up calls and everything. But here's the thing, you got to be willing to pick up the call. Now, how do you do that? Well, you have to establish the reason why you're doing your business up front. What is it that you are doing this for? And you have to remind yourself of that to keep your motivation at a level that's going to get you to pick up the phone. Is your motivation, is your reason why stronger than your reason why not to call people? Are you afraid that you're going to get rejected? You have to make your reason why stronger than your fear of your rejection of picking up the phone. Here's another thing. When you're picking up the phone and you are not going to push anybody, you're just looking for people who want or are looking still to find out information about a home business. You're not pushing them at all. So when they say, no, I'm not interested, you say, thank you very much. Have a great day. You do not need to push them at all. You do not convince them at all. We're just looking for people who are open. Anybody who is not open at this time, we let them go and move on, because we have tons of leads. We don't need to chase anybody. In fact, chasing people will repel them. It's repelling them. What you want to do is just ask them if they're open, and if they are, then then tell them you want to send them some information and get it in their hands so that they can take a look at it to see if it's a good fit for them, and then at that point you will go from there. It's a good idea when you call them up to just say, hey, how's it going? How are you today? Try and build a little rapport. If you know where they live, if you know something about that, talk to them a little bit. When you're talking to them, you are establishing a relationship with them. That is critical. It's the relationship between you and them that's going to help the communication. They're going to build their trust in you, their liking you, and that will, it's like a catalyst that will get them to take a look at your program. They'll have more belief in what you're saying. They'll have more trust that you are telling the truth and not just snowing them with a sales pitch. So as you are speaking to them, be real with them. Be yourself. You're looking for people that you want to work with, that are friendly, that you get along with, that you click with. So that's the system that we have in place. Now, this system is very duplicatable. It's a system that basically anybody can do coming out of the blocks. All you got to do is just start doing it. You can pick up 3 to 5 opt-ins in your list every day that you've already talked to, and they pick up their emails. My email rate, my open rate on my emails, particularly the first 2 or 3, is in the 50, 60, 70, 80% range. So a lot of the people, a huge number of the people who I talk to actually go and look and open the email and click on it and take a look. So I'm busy following up with these guys. It is a tremendous way to build your business. It works. It takes work. This isn't on autopilot. And anybody says that you're going to build your business on autopilot or get leads for free is full of crap. Don't believe them. They're just trying to get you to buy some system that will never get you there. You'll spend hours and hours and hours trying to set up a funnel that gets you leads on tap, but those leads are not that good. You still gotta sift through those leads. You're still gonna have to pick up those leads. In another video, I will go over how to talk to the people that you get through those types of systems, which I still think that that's a great way to do it, but that's like the next level up. Right now, you can give the person coming in who's got no experience in network marketing, basically no experience in sales, plug them into this system, and they can start getting opt-ins. They can start getting people in front of their presentation. They can start getting people into the 3-ways, and they can start getting people into the business. This is a system that you or anyone else can do. All you have to do is do it. Thank you very much for taking a look at this training video. I hope you liked it. Please contact me. Give me a call at 530-300-0756. I'd love to work with you directly. I will help you each step of the way and get this system working for you and your team. Thank you very much and have a great day.